Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's been a while since I posted a video. There's just been a lot going on with school starting. My wife got a job, which was super awesome. But since she's never had a full-time job outside the home before, it's been a lot of adjustment, just a lot of stress, and something that I'm happy to share on another video. But what's on my mind today, and something that I really wanted to share, is that all the work that I've been doing in therapy, working on the issues that I have with my father. I have known for a while that I was ready for a conversation with him. It just, the timing wasn't right. There was too many things going on in my life, in my family's life, and so the timing just wasn't there. And so 2 nights ago, my dad actually texted my oldest son and just checked in with him to see how he was doing, and that's what planted him in my mind. And in that moment, I realized that my stress levels had reduced, and I was ready to have a conversation. And so just almost immediately, I pulled out my phone and I just texted my dad and I said, "Hey, this weekend we're going to be around. Would love to talk if you're ready and willing. Please come on over." And he responded, "Yes." So Saturday we're going to chat. I don't know what this chat is going to be like, where it's going to go. But after talking to not only my coach and my therapist, what's really interesting about Saturday is that when asked, "Hey, what are you hoping to accomplish this Saturday?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting to accomplish." And as we really explored that, the really interesting, fascinating thing is that response in and of itself has kind of shown how far I've come on this journey. Because I think that if I was still angry at him, if I was still wanting him to admit all the wrong that he's done, all the hurt that he's caused, or just whatever, that what I would be hoping to accomplish in this conversation is for him to confess, for him to apologize, for him to own all of these things that he did. And that's not at all what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, hey, I really feel like I'm putting this stuff behind me. I've forgiven the things that have happened. I have taken ownership over what I can control in this situation. I've taken ownership over my emotions, my thoughts, my feelings. And now I have invited my father over, and I don't have an agenda. I just want to sit down, have a conversation. If he has questions, that's fine. I'm ready, willing, and able to answer just about any question he can throw at me. But at the end of the day, if it's just we hung out and maybe we had a beer and we had a conversation, that is all I'm really hoping to accomplish. So I'll post again after we talk, but I just wanted to get on here real quick just so I could capture where things are at in my head right now, that I was very surprised by this lack of agenda. And again, I think that just shows the growth that I've had through this whole thing, that I'm not looking to just blame him and to lay into him and yell at him. I'm at peace with all that stuff. Now, that may change the moment he walks in the door. I mean, I don't know. But at this moment, I'm being present. I'm living in the present. This is what I'm feeling right now, that I don't feel like I have all this pent up hate and anger and all this that just needs to come out at him. Quite the contrary. I have asked myself, do I truly believe that in spite of the mistakes that he made, that he did the best that he could do? And if I'm being honest with myself, I do think that he did the best that he could do, given his upbringing, given his own emotional maturity, given all the factors that has gone into making him who he is as a person. If I truly believe that he's done the best that he can do, then I need to forgive him. because it is not fair for me to hold him to a standard that he is incapable of living up to. And so Saturday, I will finally see, or I will at least experiment to see if I've really let go and that I can start to really see him for who he is and accept him for who he is. Now, if this is something that you're struggling with your own relationships, I don't know whether it's your wife or your parents or whatever, I want you to ask yourself a real serious question. In spite of all of the things that they have done to hurt you, all the trauma that they may have caused, I just want you to ask yourself, if you knew that they did the best that they could do. I'm not asking your opinion. Do you think that they did the best that they can do? What I am saying is, if you had knowledge, if God himself came down and stood in front of you and said, hey, look, that person over there, they did the best they could. If you had that information, how would you respond to that person? How would that change your perception of that person? That is what I've been thinking a lot about. And that's what I'm taking into this discussion on Saturday, is that if I have the knowledge that my dad did the absolute best that he could, then how am I going to respond? And I can't think of any other option other than to forgive him. Now, I may mourn the father that I wanted or thought that I needed, but it is unfair of me, if he did the best that he could do, to hold him to that standard that he cannot and is impossible for him to live up to. So anyway, if this is something that you're struggling with, I hope that I've planted some ideas in your head, some thoughts in your head for you to think about, and leave some comments. Let me know, and I will post again after I meet with my dad this Saturday. See you guys.